to the pandemic, a vaccine is what could put an end to it if it gets produced and if enough people take it. Sourcing enough doses will be critical. Demand is expected to be high. And as Mike Le Couteur reports, today the federal government announced 2 new agreements it says will secure millions of doses for Canadians.
The Government of Canada has entered into agreements with Pfizer and Moderna to secure millions of doses of their vaccine candidates.
The announcement has a lot of promise, but lacks details. The Minister of Procurement wouldn't say how much it'll cost or exactly when Canadians can expect to be vaccinated, explaining a lot depends on approval from Health Canada.
Once that has occurred, we are expecting deliveries, if all goes well, in 2021.
Pfizer says it's hoping to have up to 1.3 billion doses of its vaccine ready by 2021. It sounds like a lot, but the United States has already inked a deal with the company for 500 million of those doses.
Obviously, there's going to be a huge demand, but I'm reassured that Canada's at least negotiating to get some vaccines, and that could at least, if we get even some coverage for the most vulnerable.
That is likely who will get the first doses, according to the government. It's widely believed the best way to ensure a stable supply is to make it here. Ottawa-based VBI Vaccines has been given $56 million of government funding to accelerate development of its vaccine. And because it would be made in Canada, the president and CEO says Canadians would be given preferential access to the vaccine at a lower price.
We can produce tens of millions of doses at a lower cost, so our cost of goods will be low, single-digit dollars.
However, their vaccine is still in the early stages and might only be ready by the year 2022. It's why the government also announced a new vaccine task force.
We're working at lightning speed to both identify the right candidates and to make recommendations on manufacturing.
And despite all that work, all agree with Canada's Chief Public Health Officer, who said a vaccine won't be the silver bullet to end the pandemic. Mike Le Couteur, Global News, Ottawa.